हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. Myself Dr. Arti Purohit, JVN, Department of Pathology. Our today's topic of concern is general characteristics of viruses. First of all, I want to tell you whether viruses are living or non-living. Previously, it was known as the non-living structures, but nowadays it is considered as a living one. Why? Because before that, it was thought that all the cell organelles and mitochondria was absent in the viruses, but nowadays it is considered as living one because they reproduce, replicate inside the host cell. They just consume the host material and replicate inside it. Viruses are very harmful structures and creatures, and viruses, it is the only thing which by which we have defeated. Why? As recently you have seen in the coronavirus, which have defeated us. Viruses contain either the DNA material or the RNA material as a genetic material. They replicate inside the host cells. They have a 5 serial series. First is attachment. They just attach to the, this is a host cell and it is a virus, had neck and tail fibers. First it attach the host cell, then penetrate the genetic material inside the host cell. Second is penetration, where this genetic material goes inside the host cell, and third is a replication, where this DNA of the viruses will get attached with the host DNA and replicate its. Then fourth is the assembly. Here this virus contains the host nutrients and assemble its all particles. Then last one is the release, where it generate its progenies and release inside the blood cells. How the viruses are replicate? There is a two type of cycle. One is the lysogenic cycle and second one is the lytic cycle. In the lysogenic cycle, they attaches with the host DNA and make the prophase. And in lytic cycle, they will not attach with the host DNA. They itself replicate and releases inside the host blood. How they this is how they are going in the division process. Now we will talk about more about the viruses. Here viruses produce viruses have the many structures, like they are helical shape like a Ebola virus. They have a polyhedral shape like an influenza 1, and they have a complex structure like a bacteriophages. Bacteriophages are the viruses which attack on the bacteria. I'm just giving you the one statement which is very important, that in our body none of the cell is virus free. Not every virus is not harmful to us, but some of it causing the disease like a herpes, mononucleosis, influenza, corona, dengue, and many more are there. So even viruses can cause the leukemia. There are many cancer genes which are switch on and switch off by infection of the viruses like a Epstein-Barr virus and many other one. These are the general characteristics of viruses. And viruses, one more term, that is a viriod, prions, are also getting understand, like viriods, which are looking like a virus but not exactly the virus. Prions, proteins. Virus contain the protein coat around there, which is called the capsomere, and every unit of that capsomere is called the capsid. Now This viruses also having the envelope around them, which enhances the virulence power, and virions, prions we are talking about. These are the infectious agents to the plants and animals, like potato famine. Prions is the viruses of potatoes. There are many virants which are the which infect the cows. So this is all about the general characteristics of viruses. In previous lecture, as we discussed about the leishmania, but in our next lecture we will talk about the herpes virus from classification of the viruses.